Hi there, it's Fresh Start Budgeting. Today it's Happy Mail Day and I am super excited. I did recently win a giveaway from Melissa in the Making. Melissa in the Making is a channel who had surpassed the 200 subscriber mark, and she does all kinds of different budgeting things, including cash stuffings, saving challenges, taking a look at different ways to do side hustles and things like that. She also is an intermittent faster, so if that's something that you're interested in, please go and check her out. And so this is my giveaway box and I'm super excited to open it up. So I have not opened it yet. We're gonna see. She did a really great job in taping it up, and I want to be careful not to show any addresses. So I'm coming in this way. Let's see how this goes and if I end up cutting myself open. I don't know if as a mother or if you yourself watch your children with scissors and other sharp objects. It always makes me nervous, and yet I am probably somebody who should have been hurt many times using scissors and knives and everything else. My partner always has to freak out when I'm in the kitchen cutting vegetables and stuff, because I do like to cook a lot, but he's not a fan of how I go about doing that. So I'm just warning you, in case you see blood, don't be alarmed. Okay. Excellent. So here's my box. It's got a nice thank you sticker on it. Thank you, Melissa in the Making. I'm super excited about this. I have been dreaming about it since I knew that I won. Oh, look at this. So it is a 100 envelope challenge. So just gonna open it up here. And she wrote a very nice note. I appreciate that. Thank you. I love the colors that she uses. They're just very calm and peaceful. So here we go. This is my 100 envelope box now. I really admire everybody that's able to make these. I've done a few envelopes myself, just like the standard size, and it takes quite a bit of time. So for somebody to sit down and do 100 envelopes is pretty massive. So I really appreciate that. And look at all the designs. These are very, very nice. So I do know that Melissa in the Making does have an Etsy shop. Please go check her out. And she does sell these boxes and some other things. I really like those. Those are very nice. Oh, and these polka dots. Oh, this is fantastic. And then there is a tracking card in here. Oh, there's actually 3. There's one that saves $1,000, one that saves $2,000, and the standard one that saves $5,050. So I have actually been thinking a lot about this, and this is coming like in perfect timing. So I will actually share what I'm going to do. I am going to do the 100 envelope challenge as my next savings challenge. Let's see if these fit this way. They will fit that way. That's great. So I am going to do the standard 5,050. I'm going to make a few adjustments because we don't have $1 bills in Canada. I'm going to be rounding these up to the highest number that's divisible by 5. So that's how I'm going to do it, and I'm actually going to be doing this as of October. I'm going to do a reverse lifestyle creep challenge. So let me show you what that's going to look like. I just want to sit and stare and play with these. It's like, I'm very excited. Okay. So what I'm calling this challenge for October is a reverse lifestyle creep challenge. So lifestyle creep happens when through the course of your career development, you start at a particular rate of pay and you get increases over time, whether those are bonuses or annual increases or different things like that. And rather than, putting more into savings or different things like that, your lifestyle actually changes with your career development. So, lifestyle creep has definitely happened for me when I shared in my debt confession that I used to not be able to make ends meet. And at this point, I'm in a different position. I do have more money that is available to me. But my lifestyle has definitely inflated over that time. Of course, there's also inflation that happens, but a huge thing for me has been lifestyle creep. So in 2017, I actually lived in a larger city with a higher cost of living. So I lived in Toronto. If anybody in Canada is going to be familiar with Toronto, it's one of the places in Canada that has the highest cost of living. Rent, housing payments, all of that is just ridiculous. I actually left Toronto because I knew that I would never be able to own a house, and my kids would not be able to have the life that I had hoped for them. So I left Toronto and I've moved to another city in Canada, but it has a lower cost of living. So in 2017, I actually made less than $50,000 a year. So I made about $3,000 a month. And my housing costs in 2017 was $1,700 a month. So to give you a taste, I was over 50% of my income was going just to rent. So that's a huge reason why I wasn't able to keep up, obviously. So that gives you a bit of a glimpse as to what's happened. So that was in 2017. So I was under 50,000 per year. I'm not sure exactly. I could look it up exactly where I was. In 2019, living in this other city in Canada, I was making 50,000 a year, and my rent was $1,500. So that was for a full house in the city. So my income had gone up, my rent had gone down. I should have had more money to be able to do things. In 2021, I was making $65,000 a year. And at that point, I did not have housing costs anymore. Okay. And so now in 2022, I make $86,000 a year. And I do not have housing costs. My partner also has an income. He is on disability, but he does have a monthly income of $2,400 a month. So that, again, is additional money that we have available to us. But through this sequence, yes, now I am paying down my debts and other things, but The cost of food has increased for me. The cost of extra wants, the money that I give to my kids for spending, all that kind of stuff has increased over time to the point where, you know, I'm still pretty much living paycheck to paycheck, which should not be the case. And so I want to do a reverse lifestyle creep challenge. And to do that, I'm going to factor in the fact that there has been inflation over this period. There have been things that have increased. Definitely food costs have increased in general. My partner does have medical expenses every month that we need to pay for, things like that. But right now, we have a monthly income of $7,400 a month. And I'm going to reduce our budget down to just what my income is, which is $5,000 per month. And that $2,400 is going to go automatically to savings. Okay, so this is really going to cut down our spending. It's going to require me to be much more creative in how I deal with our grocery expenses and things like that, and to take a look at some of the other monthly expenses and how we can approach them. But for the month of October, I'm not going to be budgeting $7,400 a month. I'm only going to be budgeting $5,000 a month, and all the rest of the money that comes in is going to go into my 100 envelope challenge. So I am doing a speed challenge. I'm going to see how quickly I can complete this with this reduction in my budget. There's a few reasons I'm doing this. I did have a health scare earlier in the month, and it made me think about losing monthly income and how we would handle that. As well, it hasn't happened recently, but there were months in the past where the disability payments were held and we did not get them. And so I want to prepare for something happening. I don't want to wait for these disability payments to get on hold or for my income to be reduced to try to figure out how to change my budget. I want to do a challenge now that helps us save on a pretty accelerated basis while also adjusting what my budget should be. So if I was to actually do a bare bones budget, how would we survive? So that's what I'm doing. And I think it's actually going to be some fun. It's going to be tough because I know how much we spend right now. And this $5,000 a month is going to include my monthly debt payments in it. It's going to include my partner's medical expenses. It's going to include all of that in that. I'm going to pretend like this $2,400 doesn't even exist. It's going to go straight into the box. So that's going to start this week. I'm pretty excited and I want to see how long it takes us to complete this. I'm going to guess that it's going to be at least, let's see, where are we? It's going to be October, November. So by the, first week of December, maybe we'll be there in terms of completing it. So that's where I am, but it is possible that I do have some ability to do some side gigs and things like that. And so if I'm able to do that and able to keep my budget in check, all the money's going to go into the savings challenge. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm kind of interested in the challenge because I know we've been able to do it before. We've been able to live at a reduced budget, so why not do it now and save the extra money? Anyways, that's it for today. Thanks so much, Melissa in the Making. Please go check out her channel, and I look forward to getting this started. Thanks, guys. Bye.